thought my eyes were closed. They feel like they're closed. I know they're not, but they feel closed because I think I can't. Oh, sorry. Hi, welcome to Only Stupid Answers. All right, so this week, there has been rumors resurfaced that we're going to need to kind of get some context on and kind of figure it out, but also it brought up a really fun idea that we're going to play with in just a second. So it started trending on Twitter that Tom Cruise could be Hal Jordan in a Green Lantern solo movie at some point in time that those conversations happened. That's the rumor as far as we know.
They're vaguely connected to the idea that the Mission Impossible 6 director, 5 and 6 director,
Christopher McFlurry.
He might be connected to.
I had that joke planned since this morning. Thank God I had time to fit it in. Thank you.
And I don't know about you. I don't dislike the idea of Tom Cruise, except it feels like the exact wrong franchise to put him in. Because the movies we like to see him doing is putting himself in physical peril, and that's just him putting on pajamas and running around a green screen. Well, it's not the same.
You like Iron Man 3 or those movies where they take away all the fun parts of the hero and they're like, but can he survive without it? And you're like, why would you do that for the first one? Like he gets the ring and then it gets falls down a garbage disposal.
That's like Green Lantern 3. If you're Green Lantern 1, you want to see the ring do cool stuff. Like, and that's not Tom Cruise. It's
not. You could see him. There is a pitch for it where I could see Tom Cruise making his way to an alien world and he doesn't know how to use it, right? So it's
for
him.
Green Lantern 3.
But you could get it in the first one where you see him using it, and by the finale, he goes full out.
Which could be cool.
Which could be, but from all the rumors, it's a no-go. From what one of the original pitches for the script was, Hal Jordan dies at the end of the film.
Or whichever character he was supposed to be cast as Hal Jordan.
But as how the rumor goes, that's where it was going to end up, and he didn't seem on board, so that's not going to happen. So there's where the rumor is, and we've kind of settled it for you. You can kind of take this and throw it away. But it brought us to a really cool idea for this episode where we could kind of pitch who we would like to play the different human Green Lanterns and some ideas of what kind of stories they could do in the first movie.
So it's happening. Jeff Johns is currently writing it, I believe. And so I have
to pull up my list of all the actors because we wrote down so many.
The rumors. Well, it'll come up here too as we talk about it. The rumors have been it's basically going to be Lethal Weapon in space with probably Hal Jordan and John Stewart, which I'm going to say I think that's the best way to do it because I'm of the opinion there are too many Earth Green Lanterns. You need to thin
they won't let them die.
I don't. You don't need to bring Hal Jordan back. Is all I'm saying. Kyle Rayner's better. Anyway,
Jessica Cruz is better.
I don't disagree. Simon Baz is better.
Oh, they're already doing their fan cast. Actually, that leads us into...
Okay. So let's do our fan cast. Let's go through them, and then maybe we can throw to Roxy for her thoughts on our casting. But let's move through them first.
Very ill at the moment after this process.
Oh, eating all that lipstick, not feeling too good.
I'm ready to judge.
So let's work our way to the top. Well, let's start with my favorite Green Lantern personally, Kyle Rayner. All right, you chose Tyler Posey.
And you chose someone I do not know.
Yeah, Angel Bismarck. I'm going to say this wrong. Curiel. He's from Pose. He's one of the characters on Pose. He's great. A little known fact: Kyle Rayner is of Hispanic heritage, and so I thought it'd be cool to get a Hispanic actor in the role. Angel is not the biggest part in Pose, but he's a very fun presence. And I think one of the things I like about Kyle the most is he's not like a soldier or anything like that. He's super creative, and so he's kind of thrown into a position where he's not necessarily the best suited for his job, but his creativity allows him to do really cool things with the ring. And so I think Angel would really bring that energy to that role.
Interesting. Really quick, Grinny gave us 200 bits for Sam Bashor for Green Lantern 2020. Thank you so much. But I'd say Tyler Posey.
Which one would you be?
I don't know. But Tyler Posey's he is also half Hispanic, so I thought that was an interesting thing.
Go.
So I did something. I didn't just pick anybody. No. Yeah, because you want representation, especially now. You want to make sure that everyone kind of they are properly represented, and Tyler is, and he's led his own show before, so you know that he has the chops to do this. Teen Wolf.
Okay, there you go. Was he the lead guy in that? Yes. Very cool. That show is very popular.
Yes, it is. I've never watched it, but he was on it, and he's been in other things as well. And I think he has the chops to lead a movie, if he can lead a show for what, like 17 seasons,
years,
how many years they did that. And it has a more serious tone, but he also has a youthful like excitement to him.
Yeah.
So I would be down to see that on the big screen. But also, you know what? I think that's our pitch for that. Let us know, Roxy, what did you think of ours? So Tyler Posey, or
let's hold off,
or the nobody over there. Am I right?
Let's go through our list, and then she can run through them and give us her thoughts on it after that. Angel Dog, 2002, Sam Bashor's Guy Gardner.
I don't want to get punched. Angel. Oh, you're just siding with the other Angel.
That's what he wants to be known for. So I think next we have Guy Gardner. Boom. And so you love your Marky Mark.
I mean,
the personalities there. I went with Dacre Montgomery from Power Rangers and from Stranger Things season 2.
Is that how is it?
I think it's Dacre. It's Acre with a D on it, so that's how I'm pronouncing it.
Yes, Marky Mark. I'm already getting support in the chat about it. Thank you so much. No, okay, so
50-year-old Mark Wahlberg.
Yes. So Guy Gardner is already like, okay, is he anyone's like favorite? I don't know if he might be a few people's favorites,
but he's definitely not the majority of people's favorite.
He isn't, and he's always an asshole. Like I know, we're trying not to curse, but
yeah.
The bottom line for Guy Gardner is he's an asshole.
Yeah.
He's the one who gets punched the most by his own teammates.
Yeah.
And if you want somebody in that role where he's like kind of trying too much, he's kind of like that. He's from Baltimore as well, so it's like you could see Marky Mark kind of like bringing on that persona of like that kind of like streetwise, like a guy who knows what he's talking about, but he definitely does not care about what anybody else thinks, and that's going to get him in trouble. No. And also dye your hair red and you're good.
Yeah,
he's already doing the Red Ranger lip stuff.
But remember with Red Ranger and his role in Stranger Things, like he's good at playing the guy with the chip on his shoulder.
Forgot about the Stranger Things role.
Yeah.
Everyone's favorite.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he's a great guy.
Yeah, he's a really good actor. But his
great
actor.
Mean,
but he's really great in the role, and I think he would make people like Guy Gardner.
How do you think about this? Sam Bashor for Hal Jordan, DJ for Jon Stewart. How do you feel about that one? You guys vote on that in the chat. Let's see if that one's okay.
They still don't know.
That's
that's not okay. That's
you know what?
Right.
That's a no from us.
Yeah, that's a hard pass on that. So next, I believe we have Jessica Cruz. I think is next on the list.
Oh, I see where you went with Gina Rodriguez. It's a good choice as well.
Because Jessica Cruz is insecure. That's her arc. She has to overcome that, and I think Gina Rodriguez would really do well with starting with feeling like she's not up to snuff to being a Green Lantern to becoming.
And you know what? And sometimes she is portrayed younger, and and Rosario Dawson is not much older than Gina Rodriguez either. But I have a special place in my heart for Rosario Dawson since she was in Rent, and she's done a great job with. Also, she's the voice of Wonder Woman, so she's already in the animated series, and she has a little plot of her own land in the Marvel Netflix arena. So I feel like it'd be cool to see her actually get to step up and take on a role like this. It'd be. I mean, I'd be on board. And also, Jessica Cruz's popularity is soaring with the DC Supergirls. So it's like, I think it'd be a really smart move on their part. Like, you do have 4 dudes. Like, maybe switch it up a little bit.
Supergirl there? And
DC Supergirls,
I know, but it made me think of how cool it would be if she showed up as Green Lantern on Supergirl. Like, that'd be super cool.
Or just Jessica Cruz. That would be really cool.
Yeah, because I think she's I think there's too many human Green Lanterns. I think she's a great addition. Another really great addition is Simon Bass. More recent.
Yes.
And your vote for him was Riz Ahmed, which I don't disagree with, by the way. He's a tremendous
I want to see him beef up. Because I mean, like every superhero, they're buff.
Have you seen The Night Of?
No.
His character goes to prison, and he doesn't like beef up, but he definitely becomes more cut and threatening.
Yeah, and I could see also I just think Simon's backstory compared to literally every single one of the other Lanterns is more grounded in the sense of like social issues, and I think him and Jessica actually deal with more modern day problems. The other ones are mainstays from a different time. That doesn't mean that they're not as important. I just think that these 2 characters could resonate more with today's audiences. So I think Riz Ahmed, with his current popularity, he's getting more and more popular. He's doing Venom, and I don't see that getting a sequel. So if he wanted to do a little pivot and go over and maybe try out Simon Bass, would be really cool too.
Riot is definitely going to get a spinoff. I chose Arjun Gupta, if I pronounced that correctly. He's from The Magicians, and he's kind of like he's bigger than the other characters. He's more physically threatening, and he's played a lot of different roles, and so I think he could play the all the aspects of Simon really well. I think he would do a really, because Simon starts off stealing cars and stuff like that. You know what I mean? So there's a rougher edge to him that I think he could do a good job with.
Simon has terrorist ties, kind of not. He gets
confused,
framed for it. Yeah, no, that's why it's more complicated.
Yeah.
It's a little bit more heavy-handed than a lot of other storytelling. But I think they both could do a really good job with it. So let's. But next, who did you have?
We get to the big one. So we got Jon Stewart. Yeah. I'm going to be honest. I don't agree with your choice. I don't need to hear Tyrese Gibson complaining about The Rock getting more screen time in the Black Lightning movie.
I'm going to need to block that out. And I appreciate Ricky Whittle, which is definitely not fair because I already almost stumbled over his name. Ricky Whittle.
Yeah.
Wiki Whittle is what I want to say.
He may not be a friend of mine, no big deal.
What?
We need to have him. American Gods is so damn good.
It's such a good show.
It's such a good show, and he's so good in it.
I'm using the word friend very loosely. Friend
Okay.
of
Yeah,
friends.
liar.
No, he knows me.
I'm friends with Andy Serkis. No, I'm not. I shook his hand one
I
time.
I'm still
I gotta
jealous of
connect.
that. I'm still jealous of that.
Danny DeVito is all the Guardians. Yes,
Yeah.
that's a vote true.
All right, so
all
so
the blue.
Oh yeah.
I'm covered in blue.
No, and no CG. It's just blue makeup that he puts on himself.
You know that
That he
sound
puts on
makes?
himself.
That sound he makes whenever he's like kind of like choking and always saying he's like, just imagine him on wires when he flies around. And just the little strands of hair.
Yeah. So justify Tyrese to me. Because honestly, personality-wise, I think Tyrese would actually
Ew, get outta here.
Do really well as Guy Gardner, personality-wise.
I see it.
Yeah, but tell me on him as Jon Stewart, other than the fact that he really wants it.
I see his tenacity and his drive to want this role more than most people want anything, and he keeps kind of hounding Warner Brothers on social media to get that, and maybe deep down I just want that to stop. Also, okay, I did have a love for him in the early 2000s just because even though Too Fast, Too Furious, you can throw that in the trash if you want to.
Yeah.
As a kid, I really liked that movie.
He's good in the Fast movies.
And he had a good run of movies in the early 2000s that I really like, and I still enjoy him when he's in the Fast movies, even though he's been kind of just sidelined to screaming character.
Yeah, but he's good. He's good at that. He's fun in those movies. Here's why I went with Ricky Whittle, and I'm gonna have to be honest with you guys. I think Jon Stewart's boring. He's probably my least favorite Green Lantern, even though he was in the show. And honestly, personality-wise, I think he's too much of what we've already gotten in the DCEU or Worlds of DC, that like super serious all the time. I think you want somebody that can take that stoic character and imbue it with some charm, with some wit, with some like really make you a guy like me who's not necessarily sold be like, oh no, I'm into this dude.
Oh, so like a little bit of humor, so like Tyrese.
No, like, and Ricky Whittle's kind of like in American Gods has that role of like the guy that a man of few words, but he imbues it with a lot of charm and a lot of charisma, and so I think he would be a guy that would get me on board with Jon Stewart in the movie.
Austin Dodge and C.D. Clyde are really on board with Danny DeVito playing all the Guardians.
I think that one's a win.
That one's a win.
That's true.
That is
All right,
true.
Yeah. So let's get to the big one, the one that definitely will be in this movie, Hal Jordan, the big Green Lantern.
Oh, he's the biggest boy. I definitely had to... What are you doing? I didn't know what you picked. I just saw this.
Yeah.
Somebody was put it in the chat earlier, and I was like, "Oh, that's so dumb."
Yeah. So you said Army Hammer, which is what they've been talking about
Literally
like,
forever, and
yeah.
I just kind of want them to be like, you guys just figured it out really early.
And he'd be good. He's a good actor.
Yeah.
He's good.
And if
in
you-
Sorry to Bother You.
Yeah.
He's good in Social Network.
In
He's good in Free Fire.
What is he in? It was his first thing. It was a TV show on the WB, but it was the CW. This kid, his soul got sold to the devil by his parents, and he realizes he's the son of the devil, and his stepbrother is Army Hammer. It's the one called Burn. Reaper. It's Reaper.
that's
Army Hammer was on
That's the
Reaper.
Kevin Smith show.
Yeah.
That was him?
Army Hammer was on it.
And Tyler Labine, who is his friend,
Yes.
who is now Honk on Voltron. And he's
Yes.
great.
See all these connections. It's great. The
Yeah.
main kid's not working too much now, but that doesn't matter. No, Army Hammer, he proved himself with Reaper, and I guess all the other things. So just give him a little gray. I don't mind if
he'd be
there's a little
good.
gray.
I think, listen, especially if you want to kill off Hal Jordan quick, just say how Ryan Reynolds, Hal Jordan he's been Hal Jordan. He was Hal Jordan before Man of Steel. He's been running around doing space stuff since all the DCUs happened. And you start that movie with him dying in his ring going to Jon Stewart.
And him making a Deadpool joke, like get it on DVD.
You know
now.
what? No, but think about this though. Saying Ryan Reynolds has been off in space and maybe he's been kind of like lost in space, and so Hal comes back and he's he's a little loose. You know what I mean? Like it's not full on Deadpool, but Hal Jordan's been away from people for a minute, and that allows. And I think there is, no matter who you choose, I think there's a fun opportunity to kind of like, if you're going with a Lethal Weapon model, reverse like the straight man situation where Hal Jordan, who's the mentor, is actually the more comedic one compared to Jon Stewart's straight man character.
Here's a pitch for what I think the story could go with, and if you went with the two more modern characters in the sense, not saying the most popular, but they're definitely going, their popularity is constantly increasing. Simon Baz and Jessica Jones, and if Jessica Cruz, excuse me, she'd be great too. No, if the pitch is that the Green Lanterns, it's been established in the DCU that we don't know where they are. Like they're nowhere. We saw one in the past, but they've not shown up in any other way. And you adapt part of Kyle's origin where he finds a ring and a guardian kind of telling him that like the core is gone. You get that pitch, but then you take a little bit from Green Lantern Earth 1, which I recommend you reading, where there is a Lantern Corps out there, but no one really knows what happened to them or what their deal is. So you get these two people that found it. They find each other, and they kind of like, you get the classic hero fighting hero where it's like they don't know how this works. They know it's listening to what they're thinking about, and they end up going together as on a mission and helping each other from their two different points of view, kind of like with the success of Cloak and Dagger, with them coming from different points of view from what their life is. And they go out into space, and then they find like Hal Jordan,
Ryan Reynolds, Jordan,
and then he dies. But then you find the other three dudes. And it's a big old dude party. There you go.
I like that. I don't know if we need to find the other dudes. I'm fine with just sticking with Jessica and Simon.
Where they're playing a game out there.
There you go. They're having fun.
Well, that's what we're thinking about fan casting, and I got a pretty good pitch for the story. Just gonna put that out there. But what did you guys think? Do you have a better pitch? But do you have any other better suggestions for? No, you don't. But you can go ahead and let us know what you think in the comments down below. But when you're doing that, make sure you hit the
like
and
subscribe,
and then
hit the bell.
Hit the bell. Yeah. There you go. He's learning. He's learning to feel. There you go. And that's so stupid. At DJ Talk Trash, at Sam Bashor, if you guys want to talk to us. Also go to onlystupidanswers.com for our Patreon, for our merch, for all the places you can listen to our main episodes and our other spin-off shows. Austin Dodge, one for the eye. All right, we'll see you guys next week. Bye-bye. Bye.